Greetings and welcome to Sir Mike the Hedge Knight's inaugural video. This is my first foray into the exciting world of content creation. I am pretty juiced, pretty excited, not gonna lie, pretty interested, been talking about doing this for a bit and finally found some time. So what I'd like to talk about, this is going to be an introductory video, a little bit to myself and a little bit about this wonderful game, Game of Thrones Legends. I'd imagine if you're watching this video, you've played the game a bit, you're finally getting to the point where you're at least a little semi-serious, let's say, about it. You've played it enough, you downloaded it, you said, I'll have it for a couple days, a week later, I'll probably delete it. If you're looking for videos on the game, sounds like you're getting to a point where you're trying to build your team, get some synergy and all those good things. And we'll get into that. We'll certainly get into that. So I want to give a little bit of background about myself. Not too long. I'll keep it very brief because, nobody cares about the guy behind the curtain. We want content. I get it. I totally get it. But just a little background so you understand the point of view that I'm coming from. I've been a gamer my whole life. So card games, board games, computer games, video games, games of chance, games of skill, love games. When I was younger, it was all about winning. It was all about the competition. Got to come in first. Felt lousy when I lost, felt great when I won. As I got a little bit older, a little bit wiser, it became a lot more about fun. Fun with friends, fun with family. Winning was secondary. I've still got that fire burning. It's burning low. That competitive spirit, I've still got it. But at the end of the day, if I'm sitting down to play some games with people, I want all of us to have some laughs and have a really good time. Coming first, coming fourth doesn't really make so much difference to me. The other aspect of games, and this is really why I've decided to make these videos, I always kind of viewed myself as like a little bit of a tactician. Anytime I'm playing a game, unless it's a complete luck game, I'm always looking for an angle, an edge, a way to use game mechanics in a way that was not intended, specific to a game like this. Finding that diamond in the rough, finding that character that people sort of overlooked. He's an epic, or he's a common. He's nothing. He's nobody. And then you kind of look and you see a skill and you go, that skill's pretty interesting. I bet you I can work this into my team and maybe do something other people haven't done. Because it's real easy to go on the internet and, hey, how do I build a Stark team? Well, there's a lot of Stark teams out there. Someone tells you what to do, you go do it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I always like trying to sort of pave my own way. So that's kind of who I am. And what it really boils down to is tactics and strategy, really strategy and tactics. And my definitions of those is strategy is your overall plan to win the war. Tactics is what you use to win individual battles within that war. So this video is going to be more strategic. We're going to look at the type of account that I'm running and what I believe my target audience will be, what I think you will be while watching this video. What should your overall strategy be? I do plan on doing some other videos that will be tactical. I want to discuss a couple of different teams for the tower, for events, things of that nature. So that's not the purpose here. So on that note, let's get going. Enough about me, and let's start talking about Game of Thrones Legends. I am a light spender. I plan to be F2P, free to play, and was for a little bit. And a couple months ago, I was really getting into the game, fell in love with the game, was putting a lot of time into the game, recognized how deep the game could be, and I wanted to give my team a little bit of a boost. I bought a Gold Road. We're going to talk about the Gold Road in a second. Then this past month, I bought the Gold Road. I just bought another one today and spent a couple more bucks during the anniversary event, increasing the new Davos Seaworth from 3-star to 4-star. Probably a foolish spend. Could have waited. I just was impatient. He's plenty good at 3-star. He's better at 4, no question, like any other character. But so I'm $56 in. I think most of that money was not well spent. So one of the messages I want to pass on is to be efficient with your spending if you're going to spend. So if you're going to be a light or very light spender, you want to maximize your value. One of the ways I think you can maximize your value is with the Gold Road. So let's take a look. This month's Gold Road features Stannis. It's a little outside the scope of this video, but Stannis Baratheon is an essential character in this game. We just finished the Battle of the Bastards. Stannis Baratheon is essential for that event. I will eventually do a video. It's going to take about a month for it to come back. I'll do a video on some of the strategy I use for Battle of the Bastards, and what I do cannot be done without Stannis. I saw some very powerful teams, 6, 7-star teams, 4 members of the Greens team, and Stannis. So if you're going to spend, if you're kind of on the fence and you want to spend a little bit of money and get the maximum value out of that little bit of money, the best bang for your buck, I would strongly recommend the Gold Road, and specifically this month where they're giving you shards of Stannis. So what do we get in the Gold Road? You get 25 shards of whichever character they feature for the month. You're going to get 650 gold dragons, 11 green tokens, 27 purple tokens, a bunch of silver and some gear and all those good things. Let's compare it to the in-game store. For that same $10, you can get 625 gold dragons. Well, you're getting 650 out of the Gold Road, so you're already ahead of the game, plus the 25 legendary shards, 38 summoning tokens. Either that's a really good value and this is a terrible value. That's one way of looking at it. I think the Gold Road is the best value in the game, especially for light spenders. So let's pivot away from spending for a bit. A lot of us want to remain F2P. I don't blame you. In retrospect, I would have been just as happy and had just as much enjoyment if that $56 was still in my bank account. So if you're not spending money, well, what do we spend? We spend in-game resources. We spend gold dragons, green summoning tokens, and purple summoning tokens. Well, to spend them, you've got to first acquire them. And if you're going to acquire them, the best place to acquire these resources for free is the Crown's Challenge, also referred to as the Tower, or the Towers, because there are 4 of them. There's a lot of silver in the Tower. Now, I know at the low levels it starts at 300. It ramps up real quick. You know, in the beginning, when you're only doing the first few levels, that 300, that's a lot. I needed that 300 at the time. I couldn't wait to get that 300. Now, as you can see, at level 44, we're at 2,000. One of the things I noticed is between levels 25 and 75, every other level, you're getting a purple summoning token. So if you had 4 teams and got to level 75 in all 4 towers every month, that's 25 purple summoning tokens times 4 towers. That's 100 purple summoning tokens that you can get every month for free. It doesn't even cost blue energy to play. You just play. You feel like playing, you're out of energy, hop into the tower, see how you do. My recommendation would be, when you're pretty comfortable with your primary team, and let's say you're at level 30, 32 of whichever tower, probably Night's Watch, right? Like they kind of spoon feed you the Starks in the beginning. They're fan favorites anyway, but there's that initial summon for new accounts that features Ned and Ghost and Daenerys. Well, 2 of them are Starks. I think most of us started with the Starks, for sure. And they're a strong team, nothing wrong with them. Once you're at like 30, 35, if you look down and see Crown Lands are at 1 and Storm Lands are at 5 and Great Pit of Daznak you're at 2, you are leaving a lot of resources, free resources, on the table every month. My recommendation would be at that point, start spending your focus and your in-game resources, your green and purple summoning tokens, trying to fill out your roster, round out your roster. You're going to need those characters for the trials anyway. The trials are often very restrictive on who can participate in them, and if you can't complete the 3rd or 4th level of some of those trials, you're leaving some good rewards. Again, free stuff, things that you are getting just for playing the game. You're leaving those on the table, but specifically in the Crown's Challenge, in the Tower, there are a lot of resources available here. There's a lot that they're giving you, and you'll be leaving them on the table. If you make the investment in these secondary and tertiary teams, I guarantee you they will pay dividends every month. You will make back silver. You will make back a bunch of purple tokens. You're going to get some green tokens too. And you know, every 25 levels, there's a benchmark. You fight a raid style battle. Those levels, you'll also get some gold dragons. You'll get a green and purple summoning token on all 4 of those levels, and you'll also get a bunch of skill books. Levels 25 and 50, apprentice skill books. Level 75 and 100, expert skill books. Very difficult to get. So that was pretty much the point of this introductory video. We want to, if we're going to spend, we want to spend and maximize our value. We want to find where we can get the best bang for our buck. My recommendation is the Gold Road, for sure, if it's a character that you want or need. And rounding out your roster and being able to progress in all 4 towers. A good goal would be, can I get to level 25 in all 4 towers? If you're a little short somewhere, well, that's where you should be shifting your focus to. Try to get to 25. Once you've done that in all 4, aim for 50 in all 4. I'm not there yet. I'm only at level 50 in 2 of the 4 towers, so I've still got a bit to go. I hope you've enjoyed this introductory video as much as I've enjoyed making it. Feel free to comment below, and we will see you soon.